Hi guys, how you're doing? Hiya Cheryl, thank you for coming before I'd even managed to get myself live properly. It took a little longer than expected to get this camera set up to get the angle right because I'm just working on my computer desk pull-out thing today because I need a little bit of space rather than getting a whole table set up because there's a bit of mayhem here with all of the wall show stuff going on and all that sort of stuff. It took a surprising amount of time to get this angle correct. But how you doing, Cheryl? You good? I'm gonna move that slightly so I can see that better. I'm gonna move my stuff around every time I what do you call it? Change my monitors over. It shifts all my OBS stuff. But the sound's all good. Oh, goody goody. I did remember to unplug the power supply for the mic, so I was hoping that would stop any what you call it, buzzing and things. And I'm hoping the fan's not too bad. I need it. You're spinning today. I was woken up with an alert. Oh, you mean my alerts actually worked? Wow, that's a first. My alerts don't always work. I'm making tiny little yarn skeins. Technically they're earrings. They're made with earring findings, but I make them as stitch markers and earrings and all sorts. I've already made one when I was testing out the camera to see if I could stay in camera, which is going to be the fun parts, trying not to hold it up to me and to leave it in camera form. But we will see. Hopefully we will get to there. But surprisingly, we're not doing too bad on getting everything ready for the wall show, which is the first. We leave tomorrow morning, so we need to get it all up and running and things. So this is the last thing I need to do, is get a bunch of these made. I've got 2, 4, 6 to make to finish filling up the spinny thing. Go that way. So I've got 6 more to make to fill up that. But then I need to make a bunch of spares. I've got a few red spares, but my purple spares are all completely gone. I've only got 1 pink spare left, 1 orange spare left. So I've got a lot more to get made. There was a guy with a gun running around. Oh God, that kind of alert. Damn. I hope you're alright and everything's right there. That's not an alert I would have even considered. Just trying to get this set up so the lid doesn't press any of my keys. That might work. I've got all my jump rings in a container here with a bunch of other stuff. I can show you it. I refilled stuff today, so my jump rings are down in that corner. I bought a bucket load of head pins off a lady getting rid of stuff, and I had to put them in all of them because there's so many. I don't actually use gold ones very much. I'm going to have to start using gold ones because I have a lot more gold than I got silver. She only had two bits of silver, but a really large amount of gold. But I'm using the silver jump rings to make these because I don't have silver lever backs. They're all, I don't have gold, they're all silver. So we're just using silver. He's not near you. Oh, thank God he's not near you. That's terrifying. Mally, hiya. What's with the Madonna nipple covers? So this is a quilling cone, and that's what I'll be using to make the yarn skeins on. But yes, I see where you're going with that. Yeah, it's supposed to be used for paper quilling, but the bottom one is actually the perfect size to make these little stitch markers. So that's what we're going with. So yeah, I've just got a bunch of these. But how are you doing, Mally? trying very hard to stay on camera, which means the angle is a little off for me than normal. But let's put those that side out of the way. And I've got metal sticks this time, because if those who saw the last time I made these live, I was using my bamboo ones, and I actually snapped one of my bamboo needles. So we're using metal ones this time so I don't snap them. I'm okay, just waiting for a call to sort out a list out for work. Yay. Oh god, I hate calls. I really do. Duncan has to do my calls for me. I'm getting better. I can take calls from the doctors and things, but I still prefer not to do it. So these are really simple because you're just wrapping it around, tying it, giving it several twists, fold it in half and it auto twists itself. Hopefully, I'll move on to a lighter colour in a minute and you'll be able to see better. But I'm working in rainbow order, so we'll start with red, then we'll do orange and yellow. But I'm very, very low on red yarn for this. Turns out I haven't made anything in red yarn for a very long time, so I've used almost all of my red up now, so we've got to go with this darker burgundy. So I'm going to have to think of a project to make in red yarn so that I've got some more red scraps, otherwise I'm not going to have any red ones through, because I only make these from the yarn left over from a project, so that it's part of my zero waste policy for my company. So I can only use yarn that I got, not using like a whole new skein to make them. So I need to make something in red, and then I can use that to make them with. At least this is a video call. Oh, video call's not so bad, is it? I tend to put subtitles on for that sort of stuff. Oh, I didn't activate the subtitles for Twitch. Oh. I'm gonna do this one and then activate. I might move that down because that's a bit out of my reach up there. And there's room here to do it, I think. So, see, they don't take long to make, but I now have a pair. And I already have one pair of these left over, but because I'm so low on red yarn, I'm going to have to double up my spares. Let's start the Twitch stream captions, because I forgot. So one thing YouTube has on Twitch, YouTube actually automatically starts captions. I don't have to use the secondary source to do it. Whereas Twitch, I have to go to a different place to do it, unless there's something I'm missing on Twitch. But hopefully now that is all running. Hello, I'm going to butcher your name, I'm so sorry. The Ivy Crochet, is that? What do you prefer to record? The Ivy Crochet, or just Ivy? Just crochet? Ivy Crochet? What do you like? I try to get the names right. I don't hold promises because I am terrible. I butcher names all the time. But I will attempt to get there. But how are you? Welcome on in. For those who aren't aware, I stream simultaneously to Twitch and YouTube, so some of you won't see the other person's chat because we can't put the chat up on screen because Twitch doesn't allow to have YouTube chat on stream. They have strict rules about that sort of stuff. Let's see. Go with a little bit of this neon red. It's a bit chunky, but it'll probably do. But I think that's the only other reds I've got. Oh, we got a little bit of that one left. Almost finished using that one. The only other ones I got are multicolour ones, but these are kind of multicolour red things, so I think they could work as well. I hope the colour's coming better for you on stream. It's not particularly great for me on stream here. Let me... Is it a focus thing? Ooh, no, that made it worse. Yeah. I'm wondering if it's because that light's not got a umbrella on it. I also haven't put my live stream neon light on so the people in the house know I'm live. I'm doing well today, aren't I? Just gonna see if I can grab an umbrella and pop it on. Because I've got my photography light on and I think it's glaring the camera. Oh look, Duncan's come down the house. Awesome. Thank you, darling. See if that takes the glare away a little. Could you put the neon light on as well? Because I forgot. Mm-hmm. Thank you. It's a little better. You can almost see it's got different colours in it now.
So maybe because I got the top light
on. Yeah, maybe turn the top light off, see how that works. Yeah, and I can adjust the lighting on this. Maybe. No, that's the focus, not the lighting, Sonia. Professional streamer here, aren't we? How's that? Does that make it any better? I think the ved's just going to continue to blow it out, isn't it? I don't know how else to adjust it, but we're sort of there. How am I doing on iced tea? Because I'm kind of out. If you've got time, I'd love another one. Because I'm also out of ice cubes. Husbands, they're so very helpful. He's not here really, he's upstairs working. Hope you're all well. Oh, Zoe Bolt's been doing his job, banning people again. Spam detected. At least it does. I never know what the spam says because it just says spam detected and gets taken away. I'm assuming it's probably people trying to sell their art and graphic stuff or trying to sell views. It's just like, why would I? Dude, I'm not stupid. But we will see. But we'll get there. So as we've already got that, I'm going to put that one aside and only do more of that one if I can't get many more of these. I think I sorted out my yarn. It was all in a bag. I've got it all into a basket now just to make it a little better. Thank you. Nice fresh cold drink. Oh, Cheryl says hi to everyone. So those on Twitch who can't see Cheryl, she says hi.
Hello.
Don't know if they could hear you with my mic on here, but Duncan said hi. In case you couldn't hear him, I don't know if you could. Duncan has been working like a superstar, getting crochet hooks made, labelling all my new yarn and rescaling everything I've dyed. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I do between 7 and 8, sometimes a little less, sometimes a little more, depending on the thickness of the yarn. But we're just wrapping around. Before this, when I lost this, I actually just used an old spice jar, like a Swartz. Is it Swartz? How do you pronounce it? The UK spice thing. I use that to wrap around. It's also a perfect size for that. Now you just wrap it around so you make a loop, and then just like you would with a big skinny yarn, you twist it. But I use these because it's too small to twist with my hand. So one goes one way, one goes the other way, so the opposite directions, giving it a nice twist until it starts to try to kink up on itself. Then we fold it in half and it twists up on itself and you get a little mini skein. Sorry, excuse me. A little mini skein, which you just have to take one over the other. If you knit, it's basically like slip stitching. Or not slip stitch, pass over. When you knit stitch and you slip, knit and then pass over, it's kind of like that. And then that sits on like that. Then we snip off these. I did used to glue these ends down before I snipped them, but I forgot to do it on one of them, and actually worked out it made absolutely no difference, so I don't glue them anymore. That way they're much more soft, because the glue was a little hard and rubbery. It was my jewelry glue, because all I had at the time. And then I'm just going to pop the jump ring in. Sometimes I get it in first time through all, sometimes I don't. Did that time. You did hear him. Ah, cool. I'm never quite sure what this mic picks up. And then we just close the jump ring. Go backward and forwards a couple of times to feel it grating. Then you know they're touching and closed properly. And I put the closure rolled inside. And we have one done. You could zoom in a bit more so you can see closer, but the problem is I have a habit coming to the end here. When I'm zoomed in, it's more the middle and you won't see anything, which doesn't work so well for everyone. But if you need me to zoom in so you can see, do let me know and I will zoom in for one or something and try my best to stay on camera. So I try to do at least 2 of each, because though these are stitch markers is the general point of them, they are made with earring findings, so they are technically earrings and people often buy them as earrings, so I always try to make at least a pair. The first time I made these, they got people looking at them, but nobody really bought them. So I thought, oh well, okay, I'll just sell the ones I've made, no matter how long it takes, and then I won't bother again. And then the next show, I almost sold out because so many people wanted them, and so I've been making them ever since, and they just seem to sell so well now. People love them because they're just so cute. Sorry, my throat is a little iffy for some reason today. But a lot of people actually just buy a bunch of them so they can buy the rainbow. So they don't often buy them in pairs as earrings. They just buy one of each colour sort of thing. So I have 2 types. Someone who will buy a pair as an earring, and then someone who will buy one of every colour. I really like the ones who buy one of every colour. Means that I often have odd seeds, but that just means the next person who buys one of every colour will get the second half of that pair, you know? So it's not the end of the world. And sometimes I have an odd seed left over from one anyway, so it works out better. Yeah, I missed some there. I mean, it's hard for me to stay on camera because I keep wanting to bring it up closer to me, which is no good for you lot. But I thought as I needed to make these, it would be the perfect craft stream instead of me rushing to make them all in the evening. Cut the ends. I forgot to cut them before I put the jump ring on. Yeah, I thought this would be better than doing a craft stream that's got stuff I don't need right now when I can concentrate on stuff I do need. If you're local to Amped Hill at all, that's where my wall show is, so it's in secondary school there. So pop on by, say hi. Just gonna use up every last bit of this one because it's not a lot left, so I'll see how many it makes. I think we probably got enough there to get a second one out of it, but I'm not sure. We will try, we'll see how it goes. hopefully by the time I stream next, I'll have my new stream set up. Because I'm moving things around in here again. But it depends just how tired we are after the weekend to whether we can do it on Monday. Because the show's only on Saturday and Sunday, but we actually head up on Friday because we're going to be staying overnight in a hotel because it's a bit far to travel backwards and forwards each day. So we set up on the Friday, and then we start selling on the Saturday, and then the Sunday we have to sell and then pack and come home all in one day. Because I don't like leaving the stuff in the car overnight to stay in a hotel for an extra day. Plus it's extra money that I wouldn't make if I had to stay an extra day. Because obviously my business only makes so much money and it needs to be able to cover the cost of the hotel and all of my supplies and the fuel and the food and all that jazz. So I've got to keep costs down. And the bonus with these, there's no front or back, so it doesn't matter which way round I pick up the the lever back clasp, it will always be on the right way, which is nice and simple. Right. Let's see if we've got enough for one more. I think we have here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Try that again. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll go round another time if I can unwrap it. Yep, we are good. We got enough for another one. Perfect. But this is basically what I'm going to be doing all stream. It's going to take me all stream to do these. Might do that there before I twist. Hopefully I did it tight enough before I twist it won't come apart. Usually do, but sometimes some of the yarn's slidey and does come apart. My silks are particularly slidey, so I try to weave in the ends slightly with those when I do it. And none of these are silk. These ones are merino, these ones are cotton, and these ones are just making a cotton as well. In fact, that neon red might actually be my cashmere. I had a few cashmeres that I used for testing colours on dye. I've been looking into how I can get words on stream to work for YouTube viewers as well. They have a thing for YouTube, but it's either YouTube or Twitch. They don't have one that you can have for both. Now I found, not to come undone, but it's not going to come undone. It's going to be pretty secure in there, but what I can always do is put a big glue on if needed. What am I doing? I want jump ring. I found a thing where I can do a different multi-stream thing that will allow me to run a separate feed to YouTube versus Twitch, which would allow for Words with Friends YouTube to run on YouTube views as well. But it's in beta testing, and I'm not sure I want something that's it's been known to crash OBS. So for the minute, I'm afraid YouTube viewers can't join in with the games for the dragon or for sorry about that. What are you all up to this weekend? Have you got anything fun on? So that was the very last of that colour, so there's actually 3 of them in there. Don't think. Oh no, I have got that colour on here, so there's a few more of that colour, but I can see from here there's a few that are on the last ones of that colour. There's not going to be any more of them. That's right. How many pairs we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, 6 spares should do it because I can hang 6. That would refill the whole thing once. That should be good enough for now. So that's the red. If I have time, I can make more, but for now, I want to make sure I've got at least 6, so 3 pairs, 6 pairs done. So 12 singles done per one, because that's what I can refill per section on it. So let's do orange. What colours we got at the moment? I've only got 1 spare orange left at the moment, and that's the cotton pair, which I do have 2 on there of. I've got a little bit of that left, so I might as well use up that one. I've only got a little bit of that, so I might as well use up that one. I might go for that one, I think. That I think gives us a good spread. You'll be staying as the air is not good. Would like to get my new shed put together. Yeah, sometimes it's best just to stay indoors, isn't it? To be honest, I'd like to stay indoors all the time, but can't sell my stuff if I don't go out and do shows. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. I can't remember. Do one more. I'm not sure if that wrapped 7 or I counted 7 before I'd wrapped it. It don't matter. They don't have to be perfect. You've been 3D printing anything fun recently, Mally? I haven't had a chance to have a catch your stream recently. With my migraines, I've been struggling to catch anyone's streams. I'm trying to stay in camera, I promise. Okay. Come on. We've missed a loop there. Just gonna see if I can get it up. Sorry, I know this isn't on camera, it's just fiddly. Yep, gonna redo that. I'm not happy with the way that's caught that loop. I'm trying to make sure it catches all the loops because I don't want one slipping off and coming untwisted, you know? And that's better. Might make a pile of these jump rings in front of me instead of keep stretching to the side there. So the next wall show after this is actually the end of August. So I'll only have a month between shows, but I won't be dyeing too much wool because my supplier takes a good 10 days, 10 working days to get me the yarn, and then I'd have to dye it, dry it, skein it, label it and things, which is a little tight on schedule. So I'll probably only replace things like this and not bother trying to replace the yarn. Right, let's just put a bunch of them down there. That'd be easier to get to then, wouldn't it? Then I can close that because that's been blocking my fan. Oh, that's a bit cooler. Now if I don't roll my chair over my tootsies, we'll be alright. That hurt. Woke up to an annoyance on Wednesday morning. Those who saw me stream on Tuesday would have saw us playing a game. I finished the second one, so I started playing the third one of it. But the startup on it, before you can get to the settings to turn off music and things, it had music playing, which I couldn't stop playing, but it copyright strikes me for the damn thing. So I had to edit the video to take out the music. It was like 3 seconds. It was really annoying. It's like copyright struck my whole video for 3 seconds of music that I couldn't stop from playing. But it's all sorted now. It only took a few seconds to edit it out and I got remonetized again. But it's like, it's just how sad and pathetic are you for copyright striking some music in a gameplay that you literally can't stop playing because there's no options until you get past that point. Got a little pile of ends here. This is all I throw away, as those tiny little ends. I don't throw away anything I can use. I know some people use their ends for like stuffing toys or put out for the birds and things, but I've read that it's not particularly good for the birds, so I don't want to do that. And when I made toys, I made them properly safety tested, so you couldn't just stuff it with anything. It had to be properly done. So I've never done that. So now the ends just go in the bin. But you know, tiny little scraps, I think that's not bad wastage. I mean, you know, that's not a bad waste, it's just that little bit, is it? Not like loads of it's going. And it's all natural fibres, so it's not like I'm putting microplastics into the rubbish or anything. So I think that's acceptable. Might get a spare one out of that, make an oddsie. Well, one wrap short, but that should be close enough. Is your shed a big shed that you need to get put together, Cheryl, or is it just a little one? We're quite lucky because we rent. The landlady, when she replaced the shed, she built it with her husband. We didn't have to. The only disappointing part was she'd ordered the wrong shed, or they delivered the wrong shed, and because it took her so long to put together, she never noticed until it was too late, so we didn't get the size shed we were supposed to have. So it's a little smaller than planned, but better than no shed. Just another one. God, it's like playing with me today. I don't think I've missed so many times since I've been making these. There we go, got it. I do try to have these in rainbow order on my swirly, and then the other non-rainbow colours go after that in a semi-ish rainbow order as well. You know, light to dark sort of thing or something. I don't think that's closed quite enough. That's better. Yeah, so we got one more out of that, which was a spare. And so all we wasted on that yarn, this little bit, which isn't too bad at all, is it? I keep the spares separate so they're not in the pairs, and then we can just fill them up in odd gaps. So like at the moment, I do have, show on this camera, 6 holes I need to fill. So these spares will be used to fill those holes. So I'm just going to pop that one in there. I don't know if you can see that on there. So got 5 more to fill there. So that'll be filled with all the spare oddsy ones, because the bottom row is always reserved for the oddsies. But let's do this one next. It's a smaller one, you'll be using it for storage of fleece. Ooh, your fleece gets a dedicated shed? Nice! My fleece had to go in the same shed. Not that I get fleeces anymore. It's too much work to do the whole fleece, from washing raw fleece down to carding and all that. It became too much for me, so now I just buy it already pre-washed and carded, and then I just dye it myself. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is a bit of a thicker one, so I think that's going to be plenty enough. Yeah, could definitely get away with just 6 wraps rather than 7 because this is a bit thicker. I think this is more of a DK weight. Most of my yarns nowadays are DK and 4-ply weight. Old school DK is 8-ply. That's missed off there. Let's put that back on. But I still have the odd bit of lace weight floating around. I haven't finished making these, because the lace weight ones go a lot further. But eventually it's just going to be 4-ply and DKs left. Though I do have a bunch of lace weight yarn waiting to be dyed up for myself, personal use. So I'll have scraps from that. I don't dye chunky or lace weight at the moment. They were my lowest sellers, so it just made more sense to cut them out until I can keep sensible stock levels of the 4-ply and DK colorways, and then I can move back into doing the chunky and the lace weight after that. Although it was just typical, as soon as I stopped selling lace, somebody asked, do I do lace? I'm like, I can do a custom order for you. But they never got back to me on that, so I guess they probably needed it pretty quick, and a custom order would have took time because I would have had to buy in the lace to dye it first. So I'm hoping once the wool show's all out with, my last one is the September one. Sorry, the end of August one. I keep saying September because it's actually normally in September. It's normally the first week of September. Instead, it's the last week of August this time around, so it's confusing me. But once they're done, I'm hoping to stream in some mornings and things to get my wall hammer and some jigsaw puzzles done, because I haven't had time to do any of them recently, so it'd be nice to get them done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, we only wanted 6, didn't we, because it was thicker. You got on 4 large bags from the local farmers. Oh, nice. I'd got some bags from alpaca fleece from what used to be the pub up the road from me, but now it's a private dwelling. It's kind of become known as the Alderby Zoo because they've got alpacas and goats and pigs and chickens and all sorts there. And they gave me their fleece the first year that they had the alpacas, but after that I just said I didn't want any more because I just didn't have the capability in me to do it all. I made, once I'd washed, carded and spun, I actually made 3 alpacas, 1 alpaca per bag of fleece that went with each animal. So each alpaca up there has its own little toy alpaca made from its own fur. So I did that as a thank you for giving me the fleece. But after that, it's just like I can't do it anymore. It's just too much. Duncan helps with the washing and that of my hand-dyed yarns, so that I don't have to do it all. He helps a lot with the business, bless him, he's such a good man. So I can't pay him for it, I don't earn enough to pay someone. So he voluntarily helps, which is really nice. My nephew voluntarily helps sometimes as well with my admin, because I really don't like my admin. But I've been quite good these last few times I've done it myself. The admin, that is. not the washing in the yarn. Though I did wash the fleece on my own, but I didn't have much fleece to do. Not fleece, fibre. The fibre braids I do. Need a place to keep your pots too. We have a few plant pots. They're just kept out in the garden because we are very bad gardeners. We like gardens and we love flowers and things, but the only things we can manage to keep alive are orchids and aloe vera in the house. And at the front of the house we've managed to keep some hydrangea bushes and a rose bush and a lavender bush alive. They just kind of do their own thing. But the back, none of the hydrangeas survived. The rose bushes survived. They were here before we moved in. But the rest of it, I've been trying to unalive it anyway because it's too big for our tiny little garden. It just swamps it, so we need to take it all out. But it's just finding the time to do it all. Because Duncan works 9 to 5:30, and then weekends he does these shows with me. There's not a lot of time to get out there and do the garden. And I can't afford to pay someone to do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm just going to stop it there because that might give us enough to make a matching one. I always loop them together so I know which ones go with which. That way if I do make one that's slightly smaller in count, it goes with a matching one that's slightly smaller and I don't get them mixed up. I have cut these ends a little small. Just trying to make sure there was enough of that one. Oh, pots you use for dyeing and washing the wool. Okay. I am sorry, Cheryl. I'm so tired today that my brain is not computing normal things. Yes. Yeah, I used, I don't know if you use them over in America, washing up bowls. So it's like a plastic bowl you put in your sink. I have a whole bunch of them, and that's what I use to dye my yarns and things in. And that's what I used to wash the fleece when I had it. Now they get used to wash my fibre, my yarns, and then to dye my plant-based fibres, because those don't need the bain-maries. Bain-maries cook my yarn, and the plant-based fibres don't need cooking. They sit in cold for depending on what color, sort of depth of colour, between 6 to 12 hours. Although we're really dark, I might go as long as 24 hours. So they're really handy to have a lot of pots to sit them in. A lot of washing up bowls. They're only the cheap ones. I got a bunch from Amazon and then a bunch from Dunelm. Dunelm ones aren't great, but they do the job. And that's all that matters, if it does the job. What I do need to source and buy is some more, you know, like the kind of ketchup bowl squeezy things, but ones with measurements on the side. I have a bunch of small 200ml ones, but what I really need is ones that can hold more like 6, 7, 800ml. I've got 3 of them that I got from a local dyer who's selling up all her stuff, but she had mostly 200ml ones as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, not quite enough for 6. We were close, but not quite enough. But I think it will still do. Compare them. I could put them as 2 singles, but I think it'll be fine. I think once twisted, nobody will notice it's one wrap short. If I keep going off camera, do let me know, because I can't see. I forget to look. I've spent so many years having it up close to my face, which is not good for your eyesight. That's not bad. We used up another tiny scrap of yarn. Only wasted a tiny bit. I'm going to mute my watch in a minute because I'm sure you guys can hear it keeps going off. And there it goes again. Don't know what the notifications are, but it's not stopping, so I'm going to mute it in a second. Sometimes I remember to mute my notifications before I go live, but most of the time I don't, and I have to wait until they annoy me, and then I remember to do it. Look. Yeah, I think they'll be fine together. Okay, that's 1, 2, 3, 4. So if we can get 2 out of this one, which we will get plenty out of this one, we'll be good. Oh, I almost forgot to mute it again already. Silent mode on. There you go. That should solve that. We are going to add in about 4 minutes, apparently. I do have my little timer set to remind me with a little bit of early notification. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's 3 o'clock in the afternoon and my brain is already saying a night's time. The eyes are agreeing. Like, nope, we've got another 2.5 hours to stream, dude. If anyone knows where in the UK I can buy in bulk flathead pins, joy making pins, and these lever back findings and things, please let me know, because I have to keep buying multiple packs to be able to get enough. And it'd be so much easier if I could just buy 1 pack of like 1,000 or something. Yep, that's my little stream deck telling me add timer, which means we have 1 minute and a half left because the timer's slightly off with Twitch itself. Put it off on purpose so that I know that I'd have a few minutes warning to do stuff before an ad, finish off what I was doing, that sort of thing. Oh, we're an hour in and just almost finished the oranges, which is the second lot. Wow, this is not good. I have a full rainbow to do and I don't have 7 hours to do it, so I'm hoping I pick up pace. I normally do quite well. I don't normally take this long, but I think because I'm so tired, it's taking me longer than it normally does. And I'm trying to keep it on camera, so it's slowed me down a little. But that's those ones done. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we need one more set of this, which we will do after the ad break because that's about to start. So I will be right back. I'm going to get a drink, some food, so grab yourself some snacks. Maybe wake yourself up if you need to, like me. But I will see you in a minute. BRB. Hey guys, now let's put it back on. I'm gonna run out of time, but I'm really bad at this game. Sorry, I was so busy stuffing my face. I've got quinoa with roasted veg and some chicken. But hi Harpy, how you doing? Welcome in. Sorry I disappeared to ad break as soon as you came in. I really didn't know. When there's no E, it really screws me up. I'm really bad at doing these. Doing good, just woke up. Oh, I need to wake up. I'm struggling. Duncan's just bought me a can of Coke to try to wake me up. Give me a sugar boost. We'll try one more while I'm paying attention, because those on ads can't see it when they're on ads. So Duncan can't join in. If he can join in, he might not be able to because he's working, but we can try. But how you doing? So that's about that one. That is not the word I was going for. That would be the word I was going for, Holly. It didn't give you bile? Wow. But hiya, Holly. How you doing? Would I be correct in you're not really here? You're working? Sorry, camera's here and things here. Yep, you're definitely not here. Thought that might be the case. Duncan's not around either. He totally didn't just come down and bring me a can of Coke. Excuse me. Does it allow really old words? Guess not. Your phone changed that. Damn phones. Yeah, we really need more of us to do this, really, but it's still a bit of fun, even if we don't get very far. It's a bit of entertainment in it, right? Let's close that, and then we're going to let me so exit that, minimize that, hide that, and we're back. Now I need to turn back around this way instead of facing my computer so I can get to this bit. Yeah, I like it, Holly, as well. So, I mean, I know realistically I don't have enough viewers to play the games, but I don't care. It's fun. So my little dragon, he only gets fed by Duncan, really, and me when I want to be mean and give it carrots. It doesn't like it. But it's cute and it's there, and it's a great little thing to put in my corner when my other camera's not active for the 3D printer. Gives it a little bit of fun. Yeah, you'd be the same. It does work better with more, but it's still fun. Exactly. And that's the whole point of this. It's fun. I mean, yes, I'm trying to make some money with it, but it's still got to be fun. What am I making? I am making stitch markers. They're technically earrings. They're made with earring findings, but they're basically tiny little skeins of yarn. Basically refilling, ready for my wall show. So, for sure on the other camera, this thing here, I fill it up before wall show. We've got a couple more to put in there, and then I have a bunch of these containers, one per colour, and I have the entire rainbow plus white, red, white, black and pink, and some multicoloured ones that I make spares of because I sell them pretty fast and I have to refill during the shows. Basically any pieces of yarn that I've made a project, the yarn, instead of having a lot of little balls I've got nothing to do with, they get made into these so nothing goes to waste. So like out of the ones I've made so far, that's my entire waste. That's the only thing that'll be thrown away. I try to minimize how much I throw away and use as much as I can. From afar it looks like a baguette, and I'm not. I love baguettes. Yeah, and I could totally see that. I totally get why you see that. But yeah, these go down really well at my show, so I have to make enough to refill each section as spares, so that I have enough to last for the show. And then each time I have a show, I refill them beforehand. So I did make them on stream back in April when I had a show. I made them in March ready for the April show, I can't remember, but then I haven't made any more since then. Common sense would be to make them after each show so they're ready for the next show, but because I'm an idiot, I leave everything to the last minute. So the show is this weekend, we leave tomorrow, and I'm making them today. Though in my defense, I have dyed yarn and fibre and 3D printed bowls, and I did actually design a needle gauge thing, but the wood I got for my laser burner wasn't brilliant, so I'm going to get some better wood, so they're not coming along this time round. But we're getting there. But this is a quilling tool for doing paper quilling, so I used to make quilled jewellery and things, but it's actually the perfect size for wrapping these around. 3, 4, 5. Sorry if anyone's counting. 6, 7. Yeah, if you're counting, this is not a show to watch. Because I do. Sometimes I can count it in my head. More often than not, I end up verbally counting it. Sorry. Get them all in line. Oop, don't roll away from me. And they're really simple to make, and it reduces my waste, which I like. So I try to have as minimal waste as possible. I don't use single-use plastics or anything in my business, and all my yarns are natural fibres, except my sock yarn is a bio-nylon. But it's a biodegradable nylon that breaks down in landfill sites. So I accept that because sock yarn needs to have something. Though my merino silk could also be used as sock yarn because silk acts like a nylon. Wrap that bit. Okay. The end's getting in my way. I'm using metal needles this time because anyone who saw my March-April stream of me making these, I used my bamboo ones and I snapped it. So now I use metal ones so that I don't snap them. But it means they're a little slidier, so the loops keep jumping off, which is really annoying. Adding pressure to the task, yes. I work better under pressure. Oh, talking of clock, I should set my ads timer. It's now going to be a little late, but never mind. I learned last week that not all yarns are made out of sheep wool, and I feel betrayed. Oh, yes. So the only sheep wool I use is merino. And then my other yarns are bamboo, cotton, linen, and silk, and what have I not said? Alpaca. So I have some animal fibres and some plant-based fibres, so that those who can't wear animal fibres still can have pretties. Unfortunately, the plant-based fibres can't be neon, because there's no dye made to make plant-based fibres neon, whereas all my animal fibres, they all go neon. But I can still get a reasonable bright colour with them, so it's still not too bad. But yeah, I only use super soft yarns, so alpaca and merino are the softest animal fibres. I mean, obviously there's angora and cashmere and things, and I did used to do cashmere as well. But the basic sheep wool that most people know, a lot of people find itchy, and people like me with sensitive skin and sensitivities because of neuro problems and health problems and, you know, those sort of things. Merino is super, super soft. You can make yarn out of bamboo. What? Yes. I have both bamboo yarn and fibre that I sell. Don't know if I can get to any of it. I can definitely get to the bamboo fibre because it's just on my shelf there. Oh yes, and I got some bamboo yarn there as well. Hold on. Gotta kind of squish past it all. So this is the bamboo fibre. If you can see that. So under this light you might be able to see it's really that shiny. Bamboo fibre is really, really shiny. So this is my orange. The colour's a little blown out. It's a little more tangerine orange than the almost luminous orange it's showing. I wish it was that colour. And this is the fibre. Which again, the colour's slightly blown out, but actually this one's pretty close in colour. Does it feel different like it? Yes, it's really, really soft. It's really silky smooth and soft and squishy. Some people find it a little squeaky. I don't, but some people do. Like when you're spinning it, it can sound a little squeaky. I don't know. I can't hear it. I don't know if any of you can hear that with the mic. But it's really, really soft, but it's much slipperier to spin with. So you have to have good control of your fibre and products made with it. Bamboo doesn't really hold a shape, it drapes a lot. So it's fantastic for shawls or for flowy tops and dresses and tunics because it just flows and drapes and it just has a really beautiful organic nature to it. So I absolutely love it. And it felts well. I have a local needle felter who does wool shows, who often comes over and buys a bunch of the bamboo to act as her shiny silk areas of her pictures, because she does the flat needle felting that makes pictures with landscapes and things absolutely stunning. But yeah, she uses a lot of my bamboo fibre for that. And there's a wonderful lady on here who does needle felting, Cozy Witch, and she made this awesome bamboo fibre moth with browns and things that she needle felted. Absolutely beautiful. So you can do some really awesome stuff with it. I don't think it would wet felt very well, but needle felting it works wonderful for. And you could wet felt it within other fabrics, but it definitely works better for needle felting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. But yeah, if you can find some bamboo somewhere near you, I totally recommend going to check it out because it is so shiny and so soft. You will not believe how soft it is. Everybody who touches it can't believe how soft it is. The first time I got the fibre to dye and the yarn to dye, and I put it in the water to dye, and I'm like, oh, this is so soft, I just want to hold it. If only I did crafts. Well, this is a good excuse to do some. But you don't need to do crafts, just find a local yarn shop, go in there, look for bamboo, and just feel it, and then leave it in the shop. Go in, touch it up, and leave. I will have cotton fibre soon as well. I do cotton yarns, but I haven't had a chance to buy in the cotton fibre to dye that yet, but I will have. But I need to also test spin it because I've not spun cotton before. So that's going to be interesting to do. But there's two ways to make bamboo fibre. There's a way that's more similar to flax and linen, where you literally strip it down and beat it and soften it up and then spin that. Or there's the way, which is what most ones are made, which is classed as a rayon type fibre, where there's a chemical process that kind of breaks down the bamboo to then pull it and spin it and card it and turn it into yarn and fibre. I'm not explaining it very well, but there's some really good, interesting videos on YouTube showing you how to do it. Nettle fibre is one I want to have a go at some point. There was a lady whose entire thing was nettle fibre, and it was actually amazing to see it all. Excuse me, sir, I'm going to test the quality of your bamboo yarn. Yes, exactly. I'm going to squeeze and stroke and check how it feels. Most yarn stores don't mind you going and having a squeeze, as long as you've got clean hands and things, obviously. You know, hand sanitize beforehand. There's a few yarn stores, yarn store owners I've met, who don't like you to touch the yarn before you purchase it. That's insane. You should always be able to feel the yarn to know if you can safely use it. So I don't mind people coming up to my stall and squeezing and touching, as long as they've got clean hands. I've always got hand sanitizer on my stall, and then they can have a feel and squish it, and they love doing that. Some take photos because they can't believe you can get bamboo fibre and things that look so silky. Or the neon colours I use. That shocks a lot of people that my yarns are blacklight reactive. They glow under black light. Not the bamboo fibres, but the animal fibres do. And that's quite a fun one, watching their face when I show them a black light on it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. So that's orange done. On to yellow. So we got some talking neon. There's the neon. That really is that bright. That's not blown out. That is that bright. The yellow is in your face yellow. I'll do that one. Let's see, might do that one. How many do we need? We have 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we only actually need to do, but I think that one's in the wrong thing. That's more of a cream colour. That's in the wrong place. So we'll leave that one to the side. We need 1, 2, 3. So we need 3. So 3 colours. Make one of each of them, I think. So how many do I need to make? I need to basically do 6 spare, so 6 pairs, so 12 spare in all of these. So I need to do 6 more for the yellow. So I need 8 more for the green. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's 4 more for the blue. I need to do the full set for purple because I'm completely out. And I've only got 1 spare pink, so I need to do 5 pairs, so 10 pinks. Just to get the base colours done. And then I also need to do a bunch of the white, the cream, the black, the browns, and the mixed coloured ones. That yellow is too much yellow for me. It's a very in-your-face yellow. There's no denying that. That yellow can be seen across the world. It is very, very bright. But I absolutely love it. I'm actually making a shawl out of that yellow. You won't miss me on a dark night. You have some bamboo for spinning. I'd like to learn the best way to use it. Sorry about that. Start seeing stars. Health problems, who would want them? I'm all good. I just needed to be able to breathe again. You know, when you start seeing stars, you know it's time to take a little break, have a drink, and try to breathe again. Sorry, Shay, yeah, you were saying you'd like to learn the best way to use it. Yeah, so depending on what you're going to make with the bamboo yarn, Depends on whether you want to blend it before you spin it or hold it 2-ply when you're making something, or if you're making a shawl, just having it just as 100% bamboo would be a beautiful shawl. I suppose it depends what you're gonna make with it. If you want something that's gonna hold some structure, you're gonna want to have something else blended in with it. Thank you for the hydrate. It's still doing that double thing. I don't know what's going on. I don't know how to fix it. I have realised I've got my sound down, so I didn't actually hear it. I just saw it pop up. Let me put my sound back up. Hopefully that'll do it. Yeah, for some reason the hydrate seems to show two things. I'll pull it up again quickly. Oh, I'm on a timeout on it. Can't do it. I forgot I timed it out so that Cheadle couldn't drown me. But yeah, it's triggering two different ones, and I don't know where the other one's coming from. Because I only have the one redemption file on my OBS, and I've gone to the back end of Twitch, and it's only showing the one with my image, the mug. So I don't know why it's showing the celebration box. You should help. We haven't streamed in so long. I've been streaming a while and I don't know how to do it, so don't worry about that. Have you tried to do the overlay? No, maybe I should do that. Delete it and redo it. Should we try that a minute? Let's go into the back end here. I'm assuming I can edit things in the back end without losing all of you guys. If I disappear, you know I messed it up. Which, to be fair, is pretty common for me. Right. Right. We're making chainmail. Unfortunately, not at the moment, Cheadle. I'll be with you in a second. I'm just trying to make the hydrate work properly. Let's try that and see if it works. Oh, still got another minute. Okay, in a minute and 39 seconds, somebody want to try the hydrate and see if we can make it work again. We are making little stitch markers, which are really earrings. Like this. There is something on my screen. Can you guys see that? You can. What is that on my screen? It's the points redemption thing. What's it showing? There's an error loading the alert box. Refresh. Have I broken it completely now? Okay, we're just going to hide the points redeem, and I'm not going to see any points redeems while we're live. I'm sorry, people. I should see it pop up on the activity feed, so hopefully I'll spot it there. I don't know what's going on with it. Just make sure I didn't accidentally copy and paste it wrong. Let's see if we put it back. Refresh. Oh, did I fix it? Maybe? It's not showing as an error. Okay, so we might have fixed it. I'm always breaking things. I used to be good with computers. I don't know what's happened. I'm really bad with them. I'm complete technophobe. Is that what it's called? I think it's better to look at it after you finish your work. Yes, because I do have a lot to do. Not a lot of time left to do it. Luckily, it's not a full set. It's still doing it. It's still showing the second image. See, the one that's supposed to show up is the pink cup. The chest opening up is not supposed to show up. I don't know why it's doing that. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I double checked all my other alerts, and none of them have the point redemption thing active. Each alert is for one thing, like shout out or subscribe a goal and follow a goal and that sort of stuff. And raid alert, they're all separate. None of them are in the same place, so it shouldn't be showing it. I'm sure someone has the answer on Reddit. That's a good point, actually. I should just have a look on Reddit. It's bound to be someone on there, it does. But how are you, Cheeto? How are you doing? Hope you're doing alright after yesterday. I got round to watching the beginning of your stream from last week's Scare-a-thon that I'd come in late to, and you said you'd had an emotional day. You weren't kidding, were you? God damn. That was some scare tactics in there. Feel kind of bad coming in and scaring you after that. But unfortunately for you, not bad enough not to do it again. You're okay, the funeral went well. I'm glad the funeral went well. It's never a good thing to be doing, but sometimes it's mentally good. Remember my dad's funeral 20 years ago now. It was hard, but it was also good because we celebrated his life rather than mourned his death, and we had a good time. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Sounds really bad when you say you had a good time at a funeral. You know, celebrating their life rather than mourning their death. You're allowed to have a good time remembering all the good times you had with them. It'll be 21 years soon for my dad. Or was it already 21 years and it'd be 22 years? I can't remember now. Time is irrelevant to me right now because I'm just very tired. Yeah, it's not the end of the world if I don't get these all done, because it just means that if somebody wants a particular colour, they're out of luck. But it'd be nice to have them all done so there's a large selection for them, because I do like it when they can buy one of each colour. And it's like I've got full sets over there on the thing, so I have 12 of each colour already done. These are the spares for when I need to refill after selling those ones. So it just might mean that if I don't get them all done, then one colour doesn't have a full refill. And that doesn't really matter. I'll be back shortly. We'll keep the wind up. No worries. I will see you shortly. What time is it for you, Raccoon? Because you're a different part of the world than me, aren't you? Because it's 3:41 in the afternoon for me right now. Do you prefer RP, Princess, or Raccoon? I can't promise I'll remember what you answer, but I'll try my best. One, two, three, four. No, I just did that colour, didn't I? So, no. Turn this more into a ball before it falls apart and gets tangled. 10:41 a.m. So your day's just starting for you then. Well, for a lot of people, it's probably half a day for them. For me, the day would just be starting. I'm not coherent before that sort of time, which is what makes it hilarious. I'm going to attempt to do some morning streams soon. If you think I'm not coherent now, you should see me in the mornings. So I was in the chat. What did you ask? Yeah, I was just asking what time it was for you there. Oh, I asked what you prefer to be called. Do you prefer Raccoon, Princess, or RP? I can't promise I'll remember, but I'll try my best. Yeah, your day's just starting. It's 8:42 a.m. for you, Cheryl. Yeah, I always remember it's pretty early for you when you come and join me, don't you? So my surprise morning stream I did the other day must have been early hours for you, mustn't it? Yeah, I decided to do that morning stream as a kind of a last minute co-working thing. So I didn't expect anyone to actually turn up. Certainly not you, Cheryl, because that is too early for you. Right, do one of these. It's actually good because I've got one pair there, but I actually don't have any more of this colour hung up right now, so it's a good idea to have an extra spare of this colour. Any of those is fine with me. Some people call me Raccoon, others RP, others Hey You, the idiot right there. To be fair, we do that in our house. My boys, I have 3 boys. They're all adults. They've all grown up. My youngest is 20. But they refer to each other as Smeghead. When they come in, their first thing is Smeghead about. So which one? Smeghead 1 or Smeghead 2? So we have some interesting names for our children here. 5, 6, 7, 8. Do a bit more for this one because it's so thin. This is one of my lace ones. I got used to answering to any name because my mum would call us every other name. I'm one of 6, and she would call us, meaning one of us, and call the other one. Even at one point, she used to call us and still say the dog's name. Even now, to this day, sometimes when she's talking to me, she'll call me one of my siblings' names, and I'm like, no, I'm Sonia. Your day normally starts at 6:30, but the kids I work with didn't go to school today, so I can start a bit later. 6:30 a.m. No. The only time I see 6:30 a.m. is either if my insomnia has kept me awake all night, or needing to get up to go to loo has made me wake up to go to loo. I do not voluntarily see 6:30 a.m. except on wall show weekends when I have to get up at that time so I can get to the shows on time. But normal everyday life, I am not doing 6 a.m. Been there, done that, never doing it again. I am famously not a morning person. I'm not a night person either. I'm just a permanently exhausted pigeon. But I used to be a night person. Oh god, that happens to you too. Your grandma calls me by anyone's name but mine. Yes. It's annoying, isn't it? It's funny, but it's annoying. Even my nephews and nieces get called different names by my mum because most of us siblings have all had children as well. So she's got quite a few grandchildren. So she has to read all of them off as well. And I've actually now got a great nephew. One of my nieces has just had a baby boy about a month ago now. Maybe a month and a half ago. I can't remember how long ago now. Who is freaking adorable. So mum's got another name to add to her list. Don't get me wrong, I hate it when you make me choose. Yeah. I would not have taken this job, but I need the money, and it's better to have money secure at the end of the month, if I don't have a stable way of getting money right now. So yeah, exactly. This is what my youngest has been job hunting, and he's got a job, but he needs to job hunt again because they're not quite giving him the hours they promised him, which is a shame. But they've had a few issues going on there, so he needs to look for another job. But trying to get him to understand that yes, he doesn't want to do office work because he finds it boring, but he also doesn't want to work with customers because he doesn't like dealing with people, which is fair, totally get. But that really narrows down his job capabilities. He actually did motorsport engineering at college, but he decided not to go on to do the degree. He's just finished college this year. But he's had enough travelling all the way to Chippenham every morning, which is quite a distance from where we live. So he's just like, I want to get a full-time job and stop doing education and travelling so far. But it's really narrowing his choices down with what he doesn't want to do and what's available around here at the moment. Like, you just have to take what you can get. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's like I am a qualified hairdresser. I'm actually a qualified body piercer as well. And many years ago, I was a qualified herbalist, but I wouldn't trust myself nowadays because my memory doesn't remember things so well. But I've also been a barmaid, a kitchen washer-upper, a kitchen cook helper, a waitress, a cleaner, shop assistant. You name it, I've done it. You do what you need to do to survive. It's so hard to look for a job now. I've tried 3 different websites for that and I got annoyed because what do you mean I need to do my CV again? I'm like, yeah, it's ridiculous, isn't it? And it's like, some want your CV, some want you to answer a questionnaire and do a quiz, some want you to take it in, some want you to do God knows what hoops to jump through, and it's ridiculous. I was lucky, I'm old enough that when I wanted a job, I just walked into a place and said, got any jobs going, can I have it? And 9 times out of 10, they said yes, and I got a job. Nowadays, it's so much harder for everybody to get a job. I'm glad that I don't have to. And this stuff is my job. It's not a great income, but it's what I can do with my health things. Because, I'd love to have a proper job with a good income. We'd be so much better off. But there's not a place on this city or anywhere in this country, I don't think, who could give me a job that would work around all my health problems. I never know from one day to the next how coherent I'm going to be and whether my arms are working properly, or if my legs are working properly, or if I can talk for the day, or if my migraines are so bad I'm led in bed in a dark room, or if the nausea is so bad I can't move. And it's not simple just to get a job. And then there's the pain levels and the brain fog to go with all of that. It's like, yeah, this is my job. This is what I can do. I mean, you already got what most people can't, and it's doing something you like for work. Yes. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't pay the bills, don't get me wrong. My husband, lucky enough, has a very good income, and pays all our bills for us. And my money pays for the luxuries, you know, if we want to take away, or we want to buy a new board game, or we want to go to cinema, things like that. It pays for all that sort of stuff, the luxury stuff. Not enough to pay for a holiday yet, but I live the dream. My stuff will be going into a shop. First, to start with, it's sale or return because the shop's just opening, but it's going to go to wholesale once the shop's established. And I'm hoping that might bring in a more regular income, which would be really nice. And if I wasn't so lazy and got off my arse, I could push my website more. And then I can do it that way. And then I might get more online sales. I get a few, but I'm very bad at advertising my website. I know better, I just don't do it. It would one day, you just have to be paying. Yeah, exactly. I mean, though I've been running this crafty business for 10, 11 years, maybe a bit more. I didn't really when I first started, it was just that I made stuff and then I need to do something with it, so I sold it. But I've only been dyeing yarn for 4.5, 5 years, and only been seriously selling it for 3 years, I think it is. So I think 3 years getting into wool shows and getting into a local shop, that's not bad. You know, it's not the end of the world. I'm not going to get rich quick, but it's what I want. I mean, my dream is to have a shop. I'd love to have a shop in town, but I need to have enough income, not only just to pay for the shop, but to pay for someone to help me run it, because I wouldn't be physically be able to do it all on my own. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Your mum and I dream about having our own business, but for now we just sell at Christmas markets. It was a rough at the beginning. Yeah, exactly. It takes a lot. And this is the thing people don't realise. A lot of people think, oh, I'll just start making stuff and selling it and I'll be rich in no time. It does not work that way in any shape or form. It's a long haul game. Crafts are not a big earner. Certainly not to start with. You've got to get your name out there before you can start charging really good prices. So I had a friend, absolutely lovely, wonderful girl, but she wanted to get into the craft business. And I said to her, you know, at first it's a lot of outlay. You're paying for your supplies and your machinery and all this stuff, and the shows that you're going to attend and all that. So it's going to be 4 to 5 years before you start making a decent profit. But she didn't believe me. And after 6 months of not even breaking even, she quit. And I'm like, well, I warned you about that. So she ended up with all this equipment that she paid for that she wasn't using because she'd quit. I'm like, crafts are not a quick, simple thing. It's always people who, like, I've seen the amount of people who are like, I've got a 3D printer, what can I sell to make? Or I've got a Cricut, what can I sell? What can I make to sell, sorry? And it's like, well, nothing yet, you've just got it. Spend a few years learning your equipment and how to do it, and then start selling. Now, admittedly, I haven't long had a 3D printer and I am selling the yarn bolt, but that's because I researched for years about these sort of things before I even got one. So I was already learning before I even owned the machine. It's hard to wear all the hats when you're trying to sell. Yes, it is. I think that's something people don't realise, you know, with the designers, with the artists, with the creator, with the social media management, with the accountants, with the shop assistant, you know, everything is done by us. Now I'm lucky enough to have Duncan helping me, and my nephew loves admin, so he often came and helped. He doesn't come so much anymore because he's working himself now. But I had help to do all, but it is a lot. And I run Twitch, TikTok, 3 Instagram accounts, YouTube, 2 YouTube accounts, my Facebook page. I did have a Facebook group, but as Cheryl knows, I've archived that for a bit. And then I have all of the other stuff going on as well. And it's just like, there's only so much I can do in a day. You do it all on your own. It's so hard, isn't it, Cheryl? People don't realise just how much it is. I'm supposed to do all that, but I'm just lazy. Not lazy, exhausted. There's nothing lazy about not doing these things. Unless you're sat at home all day doing absolutely nothing apart from doom scrolling and watching TV every single day, never doing that, you're not lazy. If you take rest days, they're rest days, it's not lazy days. If you're holding down a normal 9-to-5 type job, and then you're supposed to come home and do other stuff, and you don't do it, that's not lazy, that's taking self-care, which you need. And it's taken me years to learn that it's okay for me to rest and to take days off and to recover. And I'm still learning it, but I'm getting better. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. I had people telling me I was lazy for years because I didn't have a proper job and I only had this craft thing and that I should get a proper job. And I'm like, I'm not lazy. I'm sick. And there are days that I can't get out of bed. That's not lazy. That's physical impossibilities, and I have to rest and heal. You wouldn't tell someone who has got a broken leg to get up and walk on that leg the day after they broke it. You'd let them heal slowly with the cast on or whatever else they needed. And then they do physio to get better, and then they slowly be better. So stop thinking you're lazy when you're just trying to make it through life. I mean, yeah, that could be true. Dealing with online customers drains me. Yes. Problem is, so many people are so entitled. I was rude to a person who commented on one of my videos. I think it was yesterday. I was already not in a good way. And they commented on one of my most popular videos that everybody loves. Saying how the focus was in and out, and I can't remember what else they, it wasn't a particularly good angle or something, I don't know, I can't remember, and say, but at least you tried. I'm like, if you don't like my video, go find someone you do like, instead of criticising people who don't want your advice and who are giving you a free video and trying to help. It's just like, don't be rude and expect not a rude response back. Because literally hundreds of thousands of people have seen that video and commented and liked and messaged me privately to tell me how much that video has helped them. And here you are complaining that it wasn't to your liking. It's like, go screw yourself. Because they're like, is this still available? I said, yeah, never. Yes. A lot of the "is this still available" posts I find are spammers. So when I get those, I always refer them to my website saying, yep, anything that's available is available on my website, so just go on there and you can order on there. Most of them don't respond after that point. I get an odd one who says, oh, I don't do online selling. Can we just do it? I don't do website, I don't have PayPal. I just want to do it through Messenger. And I'm like, I'm sorry, but no, I don't sell just through Messenger, and I don't sell through bank transfer. I sell through PayPal, or my website's actually SumUp. But that's the only way I do it. I can send invoices to you, but I'm not doing bank transfer, because I need to protect my business, and you need to protect yourself as a consumer. So those people are just not the customers you want. That's the yellow all done. Woohoo! Right, so as we are on to green. Okay, what we got? So we need 4 greens. So let's go with that one. 2, 3, 4 different greens. In case you're wondering what, I have a basket here with all of the yarns. These are all of the scraps. I don't know if you can see it there. Can you see it there? That's all of the little skeins. Yeah, now you don't have to stare at that awful yellow for you. I do love that yellow. Even in here, it just sticks out so much, doesn't it? It's just kind of in your face. Right. My partner for a Revival video got some rude comments as well and had to reassure them that these people have no life and their only entertainment was to be rude online. Yes, exactly. Their life is to be absolutely horrible and rude to people online and troll them. So sometimes I just delete the comment. If I'm in a good mood, I'll just delete the comment and ignore them. But if I'm in a bad mood, I will be rude back. Gonna make breakfast, I'll be lurking. No worries, enjoy your breakfast. Have something yummy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, 3 minutes time and we've got an ad break coming up. Which I will be stuffing my face with more of my food because I didn't get it finished in the last break. I know it probably seems like I eat loads. I don't. I eat often, but very small meals. Oh, dropped those ones. Come on. Pick up. This is going well. There we go. Try taking it off on this side. These ones are a little looser, so that probably work better. Going off camera again, don't I? I'm sorry. See, it'd be right if I was filming it for a tutorial, because I'd literally film further out and then zoom in editing. But I can't do that when I'm live. God, I need to get sharper scissors. These ones are not so sharp anymore. I own several pairs of scissors, I just couldn't be bothered to find any of the newer ones, so I just grabbed an old pair today. Cheryl says greetings to all of you over in Twitch land. And anyone lurking in YouTube who can see Cheryl's messages. But I know you Twitch guys can't see Cheryl's messages. So she says hello. Ads start in 52 seconds, so no point trying to do this one on ads. I think you might as well just go to ads and then... Oh, I didn't put that one away. Look at me, not putting things away properly. Gotta keep my things doing. And you're back just as I'm about to go on to a break, Cheeto. We've got 30 seconds and we're going on to an ad. Oh, actually, that'd be perfect time for you to do words on stream. we failed the last few because I'm very slow. I was too busy stuffing my face. But, right, we're gonna go and add, so I'll be back in a second. Sorry, still eating. I'm always done. Oh look, I finally got a long word. There we go. Finally finished eating. Sorry, I'm really hungry. I can't think of any more words. Look at that. We didn't do too bad, did we? Right, let's leave that there. Minimize it again. There we go. Back to work. Fun's over. Yeah, we did well our time around, didn't we? I think that's the furthest we've got yet. Oh, look. I get such a mess everywhere. Terrible I am. Excuse me, I'm so sorry. The guy with the gun has been found. Oh, thank God. Let's hope they lock him up either in mental institute or prison, depending on where he needs to be and why he had the gun going around. Because that is not good. Ugh. Oh, that's a timer. Yes. That's why I keep forgetting to put the timer on, because I'm too busy playing words on stream. Let's see. Timer's off by a few minutes again, but should be close enough to give me a reminder. Split the yarn. How annoying. There we go. It's a very entertaining game. It is, isn't it? I mean, I'm notoriously bad at word games. You know, Scrabble I'm terrible at. I can do upwards because you can change a letter at a time. The Scrabble I'm terrible at. But I still thoroughly enjoy doing it. You know, I don't care that I don't win. I just enjoy playing. And it means when I do get a good word, I feel so much better because I got a good word. I know poor Cheadle gets annoyed with the padlock on it, because he can type and he comes up with words really fast, and he's hindered by the padlock. It's designed so that everybody can have a go, but there's not a lot of us on here, so it's kind of a hindrance for us. But I still think it's fun even if we fail. I still have it linked on for my end stream, which is not supposed to be on there. I just put it in there as a placement, because I'm supposed to be making a trailer video, and that's what's going to go on my ending stream. But I ain't got around to doing it yet, and I needed something to put there because I've already got the layover for overlay. God, words on your words. One green done. I'm on to the next one. So I'm averaging a colour an hour at this point. That's not good. But I think I'll do more when I'm off stream. I won't be stopping to chat and look at the chat and things, so I'll probably get more done. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And when I'm not trying to make sure I stay on camera, I'll be able to do it a lot faster because I'll have it closer to me. So I should still be able to knock out all of the colours by the end of tonight, without it being a late night. And to be honest, I think the reason why I'm so low on purple is because I'm actually running out of purple, just like I am red. So I might not be able to do all of the purple anyway. Sorry, Susan's off work ill and came and asked me stuff like as words. No worries. Oh, I hope Susan's alright. I hope it's just a little 24-hour bug or something, so she's alright. Give gentle hugs if she's a person that doesn't mind hugs. Almost dropped them all there. Okay, twisted that one up a little too close. Just move the twist down a little. We're getting there with these, but yeah, if anyone's close to Amped Hill, do come by and say hi at the wall show. I think Amped Hill's near Bedford. I'm not very good with geography. CFS flare. Oh, bless. Oh, I hope she's getting plenty of rest. Hope it's not too bad. A nightmare. Plenty of rest. And in my case, chocolate, ice cream, cola. Don't know what she likes, but comfort food. I'd say cuddle up in a nice quilt, but it's too hot for that. I hope her work is not too pain in the arse when she needs to take time off for that, because obviously that can happen at any point, and you can't have a limited number of sick days when you have something like that. It needs to rest when you need to rest, otherwise it makes it worse. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I've learned the hard way, if you don't rest when you need to, then you make it worse. Actually, my visible band's been really helpful for my flares, because the stuff that I thought was good rest activities were actually causing more stress on me than I realised. So the visible band's really helped me see what activities I can do when I'm needing to rest and what activities I cannot do because it would push me too far. They're 50-50. Fortunately, as a doctor who gets it now, so immediately did sign off. Oh, that's good. And it's really hard to find a doctor who gets it. So many don't. I mean, just getting my FND diagnosis, my latest one, was really hard work because the doctor just basically said, we know something's wrong with you, I don't know what, but I don't see any point in sending you to a neurologist. I had to fight to get sent. Whereas when I got my CFS ME diagnosis, it was actually the doctor who told me about it. I had a friend who'd already had it, but the doctor was the one who suggested it to me. So he was already in the know of it, which was lovely. Unfortunately, the doctor I went to after that was not in the know and was not so lovely, which was hard. And then the fibro one diagnosis, the doctor just sent me to a rheumatologist, and the rheumatologist said, yeah, it's not arthritis, it's fibromyalgia, go home, we can't do anything for you, and left it at that. Which is pretty much what they did for the FND diagnosis. They said, it's not MS, it's FND, go home, we can't treat you, and left me at that. She's very good at managing it. This is probably one that hit because of an IBS attack. Oh, God. IBS attacks are... I hate them, really hate them. I used to have mine reasonably under control, no gluten, no dairy, and I was good. Now, anything and everything triggers it, so I never know what it's going to be like. So I can't really eat when I'm out of the house unless I know I'm going to be somewhere safe within a few minutes, which makes it really, really frustrating when we want to go out somewhere and do something. And it's like I have a radar key for the disabled toilets, and yet our council saw fit to not only close the public toilets in our market square, but to lock and close the disabled toilet, the one and only disabled toilet in the market square. They wanted to open it up for everybody, and then they just closed it, which is annoying. And then the couple of other disabled toilets we have dotted around are always so busy, all closed for cleaning regularly, which I mean, glad they're cleaning them, but it's really not helpful for those of us who need to use them. So it makes it hard. I have to check where we're going, what toilets are available before I can go anywhere, which is not good. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to do 5 because this is a thicker one. I think this is a DK weight yarn. I don't think people realise that things like ME, CFS, IBS and all that thing, how much it drains you, how much it can hurt for starters, but just how much it drains you physically and emotionally and mentally doing it, going through a flare. And it's hard. last night. I was in a pretty bad way. I was trying heat packs and massages and everything to get the pain to stop, because I had a McDonald's and it didn't go down well. But lucky enough, for once, painkillers actually worked and helped me go to sleep. Didn't get a good night's sleep, but it helped. Normally painkillers don't help at all, but last few times I've taken them, they actually helped, which is really nice. And thanks to my doctor's suggestion of I can't pronounce it. But anyway, my heartburn is practically non-existent now, which is really nice, because that was getting so bad that it was closing my throat up and I was waking up unable to breathe, because the burning acid would just cause my throat to close. And now, thanks to those tablets, I don't have that problem, which is really nice. And the first time the tablets worked well, first time. They stopped giving me proper pain meds years ago, but none of them worked. So scary games I'm going to start in October, but I think at this point I've got such a list of games I want to play, it might continue all through winter. As I think scary games should be played when I can at least get a little bit of darkness. Not too much, I don't want to be that scared, but during the summer months it's very bright in here. I know it doesn't always look like it on camera, but it's literally one window in our lounge all the way through to the conservatory. It's just one straight line, so it's very, very bright, and it might make it harder to see the game on screen. So waiting for it to get a little darker. It'll still be quite light at the time I stream, but just a little bit darker to help see the screen better, because I'm worried I won't see it too well otherwise. And we don't want that, do we? We need to be able to see the screen. And if I'm going to be scared, I want to know what I'm being scared of. I'm going to look through the sound alerts database to see what sort of sounds they've got on there that I can use for you to scare me, which I probably will regret quite a lot, but it's all for fun, innit? I am interested to see what my heart rate monitor will say at the end of it, though. Don't look like we're going to have too many blues to make like that, which would be nice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, one more set of green, and then the green will be done. This is definitely on the thicker side. This might even be an hour in weight. I think we might only do 4 wraps. 1, 2, 3, 4. Might be too thick, but we will see. We will try one and see how it comes out. See, anything I've got left in chunky or Aran weight, I tend to use for weaving instead of making these because they often are too thick for it. But we can see. Doing it again, aren't I? Going off camera. Sorry, people. I'm trying, I promise. I need one of those like super expensive cameras that tracks your hand movement. I'm hoping with the new setup, actually going to untwist that one and transfer that one over because I think I twisted it a little too tight. It's probably because it's chunkier yarn. It's harder to manoeuvre them all. Let's have a look, see. No, I think that's too chunky. I think I'll use that for weaving. Let's pick a different one. What else we got here? Let's try this one. How's your spinning coming along, Cheryl? I've turned on the community posting that's new on YouTube now. So you should be able to share photos in the community post section if you want to. But obviously there's also the Discord you can share them in. That's if you want to share them, obviously. Breakfast has been eaten, so now I've got to go. It was fun being. No worries, RP. Thank you so much for popping along and playing words with on stream with me and keeping me company. I hope you have a lovely day. Hope it's not too stressful with work or whatever you've got on for the day. Bye bye. So I don't know if I'm going to make your stream tomorrow, Cheadle, because we travel to set up the show tomorrow. So depending on signal and where I am and what I'm doing at the time of your stream means I might not get to do your stream because we can start setting up from 1 PM. So thanks back on your stream time. I do share them. Yeah, you do share, and I'm nosy and I love seeing all the stuff you share. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, you're not on tomorrow, you're at a wedding. Oh, perfect, so I won't miss anything. Yay! A wedding and a funeral in 1 week. You trying to make a new movie? Have fun at the wedding. Oh, I think I remember seeing on the Wednesday stream that I looked at, you mentioned about hen do. So I'm assuming that's the wedding you're at. Oh, may have done that one a little tight. Let's try it that way. You have one hang done with 633.31 meters. God, you spin so fine, Cheryl. It's amazing. One day, when I grow up, I'm going to be like you. I'm going to be good at drop spindles. One day. It's like, I'm not too bad with my spinning wheel, but I'm still not great with drop spindles. But I will get there. You know, it just takes practice, doesn't it? And obviously, I was supposed to try to do the Tour de Fleece with you, but, well, as per usual in my form, I forgot. And then I got busy, and then I got lots of migraines, and it didn't happen. But my head didn't feel too bad today, which was nice. Damn it, dropped them. It's the first day I've woke up and my head is not banging, so that was nice. Pain levels aren't great, but my head wasn't banging, so I'll take it as a win. It is, oh, it is the hen do. Well, have a fabulous time. Never got a hen do. Or a honeymoon. Duncan never got a stag do either. It's a bit hard to do when I was 9 months pregnant when I got married. Literally gave birth to my youngest 9 days after getting married. But there's some timing for you. When we planned the wedding, I wasn't pregnant. Or at least I didn't know I was pregnant. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Green is done. Woohoo! Okay, blue. How many we got here? We got 1, 2, 3, 4. So we only need 2 blues. Yay! Let's see. Got a little bit of that one. So let's try using up the rest of that one. We got any more? That's just a little. I want to try to use tiny bits up first if I can, and then the slightly bigger balls, you know. But I think that'll do it. This one's got sparkle in. I don't know if you can tell. It's got a little silver sparkle in. It's a little thick, but I think we can make it work. Looks like I'm going to have enough lever backs, which is good. I was a little worried I might run out because I thought I had more than I did. I bought 500 the last time I bought them, and I've gone through most of them. But I think we're doing quite well. Obviously I've got a full batch of purple to do and almost a full batch of pink to do. But after that, I can just do as many as I can of the multicoloured, the whites and the blacks and the multicoloured ones, because they're used as gap fillers rather than the main ones, so it doesn't matter if I don't have a full set of them. Missed the first loop. I'm off screen again, aren't I? God. I'm sorry, people. You think after 10 years of filming and streaming, I'd be better at this. I know I've only been doing Twitch for a little while, what, coming up to a year? But YouTube, I've been doing for 10 years now. Oh my god, getting tired. So you'd think I'd be better at staying on camera. I picked up my pliers to cut. Don't think they cut very well. I'm hoping to start doing more kind of co-working streams when I'm doing RC crafty stuff. Once we've got the new setup, because it'd be easier. At the moment, I have to pull things out, move the cameras around, and all that sort of stuff. Whereas once we get the new setup done, which will hopefully be on Monday, the cameras should stay in permanent position, which will be really handy. This is a little thick really, but it's so pretty. I don't want to waste it, so I will use it because there's not enough here to do like a weaving project. Put my scissors too close to my jump rings and they're magnetised. There we go. There we go. I don't know who's on to who we can raid today, but we've got a little bit before I need to worry. About 45 minutes. I've been trying to clean up my follow list because I follow a lot of people, but I've noticed that there's quite a few now who aren't streaming anymore. They haven't streamed for like 6 months or more. Some haven't streamed for a couple of months. So trying to clean it up. Anyone who hasn't streamed in quite a while, I'm unfollowing, and then hopefully if they start streaming again, I'll just find them again. So I've got so many now, I need to narrow that list down so I can find the people who are streaming easier. There, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, one more. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9, because this is a thin one. What do I do at the end? There. Sorry, just stretch my back and my shoulder. Went on my torture device again today, which is my exercise machine that I call my torture device. Managed to get 2 lots of 10 reps. I had to have a break in between, quite a long break, but I got it done, and that's the important thing. A little goes a long way when you're as unfit as me. Never used to be this unfit. I just got really unfit when I got sick. Like, everyone's like, oh, you wouldn't be so sick if you weren't so fat. It's like, dude, I got sick before I got fat. I actually got fat because I got sick. I was actually a lovely size 6 to 8 when I first got sick. And that's 6 to 8 UK terms. So, not as big as some people think in the US. I remember when I was a size 10, a guy in the US said, "Oh my god, size 10, you're huge." I'm like, well, one, it's UK sizes, so they're actually different. And two, Jesus Christ, no, that's not huge. What is wrong with you, dude? Had like a 29-inch waist or something at that point. That is not huge by anyone's measurements. I think I have a 29-inch leg. To be fair, most blokes probably do. Because 29 inches is not that big. I'm not going to say what my thigh is, but it's not 29 inches, but it's not small either. It's in the 20s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. But I am classed as obese, which I'm trying to work on. But unfortunately, when everything you eat makes you sick, it's very hard to have the energy to actually exercise. I knew you meant thigh. No, I totally knew you meant thigh. That's what I was talking about, so. I think Julia Roberts has a 29-inch length leg, doesn't she? Inside seam. She's got really long legs. What was it she said in Pretty Woman? Was it 29 inches wrapped around or something? I can't remember now. It's been a long time. I can remember when I was at school, I had to wear primary school PE kit when I was in middle school because they didn't make PE kits small enough for me. And now, I doubt they'd make them big enough for me. Hulk Hogan has passed? What? Has that just been announced? I didn't realise he was sick. That's 2 awesome people gone this week then, isn't it? Because obviously Ozzy Osbourne. Damn. I used to love Hulk Hogan. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Blue all done. And I think that's enough for 2, so I'll leave that in there. I won't make an odyssey. I think there's enough there for 2. Okay, so Yep, wasn't sick, cardiac arrest. Oh, damn. It's just thing, cardiac arrest is such a hard thing to survive. The timings to be able to survive cardiac arrest are insane. I did a defibrillator course and the statistics was shocking. Was he not in his 80s? I mean, yeah, he was definitely getting on in age, but I mean, there's a 100-year-old that runs marathons and he was always a very fit person, you know, he's always very active, so he was 71, was he? I knew he was getting on in age, but I didn't know his exact age. But yeah, that's shocking. You know, with Ozzy, you kind of expected it was going to happen. He was quite sick, and his last tour was, as Kelly Osbourne said, it was his funeral tour, so they knew it was coming. But yeah, that's a shock for Hulk Hogan. What a shame. Like, purple. I think we're going to be bordering line on purple here because I don't have a lot of purple left. Some of it's more pink, but let's have a look. There's probably something purple in here, surely. More pink than purple, but it might have to do. So I've got some whiter pinks I can use for pink. Yeah, I don't think I got a lot of purple. No wonder I keep running out. This might be down to my thing. Yeah, that's definitely pink. And that's reality. That's pink as well. I think I'm just going to use these as purples because I have some much brighter pinks to use for pink. And it doesn't matter. Excuse me, but it looks like I need to make some stuff in purple and some stuff in red. Because basically out of red and definitely out of purple. Oh, what a shame, I have to make things. I've decided my next redeemable collectible now. I've ran out of Wheatley stickers. Oh, right. Do I want to know? I'm sure I do want to know, I'm nosy. Have I got to wait till your next stream to find out? Or will you tell us now? I was trying to find a way to combine the chats so you lot could all see each other chatting from YouTube and Twitch. I haven't found a way to do it yet, which is a shame because it would be nice. There's loads of ways to do it so I can see you both, which is what I do. I have both of them feeding into one screen when it works, but there's doesn't seem to be a way for you guys to see each other so you can interact, which is really annoying. You'll tell me now, but shush. Okay. Oh, what? So I don't read it out on stream? Just read it? Or are you just going to message me? I think RP's gone, and I don't think there's anyone else from your stream in here today. There's no written or anything, is there? Don't think so at the moment. think what I'm going to do for my hydrate alert box, I think I'm just going to delete that alert and start fully fresh, and see if that solves the problem. There isn't anyone, which is what I'm telling you. Oh, cool. That sounds really cool. Yeah, that's awesome. Fabulous idea. I think I'm going to end up doing something with all my lucky stars, because when I was bored and sick before I started doing all of this stuff, I made a bucket load of lucky stars, and I never knew what to do with them. So I might find a way of using them as redeemable things for something. Might make a picture frame and put one in for each person and write their name on. It means I'll have to undo the lucky star a little, but that doesn't matter. I can redo it again. I'll build a little wall behind me. There's only 25 people on Facebook. Ah, awesome! I think that's a fabulous idea. I think I sent all my lucky stars I built up to the loft because I needed space. Yeah, I think I did, so I'd have to get them down again. But then I also have so many beads, I could just do some kind of bead thing. Because you can't see it on camera, but I have a lot of beads. So maybe I'll do something with them. I don't know yet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Might have been 8. Never mind. Don't matter. Close enough. Yeah, I've got a bunch of beads that are now known as bead soup, because I was sorting out all of my beads. Don't know if you were in Holly Street at all when it happened, but I was sorting out all my beads and had them all in rainbow order, all sorted by size and type and all that, and then they fell off the table, all over the floor, all the way from the lounge to the conservatory, which is the entire length of the house. I genuinely couldn't pick them up because I was trying not to cry, so Duncan actually come down and done it for me, because all he heard from upstairs while he was working was, "Oh, fuck." And he run down to find out what happened because he heard the big crash, and I was like, yep, there's beads everywhere, and we're still finding them now. I'm going to frame my Wheatley board with a little plaque saying the OGs. Oh, that's lovely. I don't think I ever got around to doing one of those sticker things, because I'm never quite sure what they were, so I didn't do one. But I'll do a brick one. I'm glad there's no one in here that can think one, because I would have slipped up otherwise, wouldn't I? Because I'm very bad at keeping secrets. I'll forget by the time you stream again, so no worries when you mention it in your stream, because I'll forget. But right now... Get on camera, Sonia. Oh my god. This is going well. Getting tired now, so it's getting all fiddly on me. Yeah, Mum. Come on. Yeah, you won't mention it in stream until I have it all ready to go. Awesome. Okay. I mean, I can almost guarantee I would have forgotten by the time the next stream comes. But if I do remember, I won't mention anything. But yeah, that's going to be really, really cool. Yeah, I'll show you my bead soup. This is just one tub of them. If I show it sideways, you see how thick it is. So that's one tub of 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34. One tub of 34. There's 34 tubs. All full of bead soup. Which I need to find a use for because I do not have it in me to resort them. So maybe I'll try to come up with something with them. Maybe make little bead bowls with them or something with their name on or something like that. I don't know. I'll have a think. Right, so I think I'm going to do 2 of each as I've only got 3 colours. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I'd make actual little bracelets or something with them to actually send out, but the problem is postage is so expensive that it would cost me a small fortune to send them out to people. So I'll just try to do something I can have sat in the background or something. I do that. Managed to miss a bunch of them. Off camera again, aren't I? Have a hook wall behind you. We can't put anything up on the shelves, on the walls. We can only have freestanding shelves and things. I have lots of grid walls for my yarn stuff, but they'll be a bit too big for that sort of thing. I've thought about bracelets. Yeah. I love making bracelets and things. I've never made bead soup bracelets, but I've seen some really cool ones. More often than not, I do bead loom weaving bracelets. But obviously I want something quick and simple for a redeem thing with them. And then I thought I might do a series of YouTube videos where I just literally grab one of the bead soups, grab a bunch of beads out of it, make some random thing with it and see what comes out with it. Just to do something with them, you know? But I don't know. Okay, make a board with hooks and have it so you can hook it on a bookshelf when streaming and put it away after. That's not a bad idea. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I'll have to see what sort of space I've got once we've done the new setup. Basically, the shelves that are behind me, of which you can see one of them, but there is actually 2. They're going to be going where my desk is. No, sorry, they're not going where my desk is. They're going into the lounge. My desk is going where the shelves are, but it's not going to be my desk. So I should say my computer's going there. And I'm having a different table. And then this desk that I'm using, which is a really old solid desk, so we don't want to get rid of it. We thought we might put it in the conservatory and have the heat press on it, because it can take the weight, whereas these plastic tables I use for everything, we've already bowed one from having 2 heat presses on it. But the desk that the new setup is going to be a higher desk, which means not only can I have my chair higher and be more suitable height for the footrest, which is exactly the same height as my chair at the moment, so my legs are still swelling and getting painful, but it's at a height that means that if I need to stand, I can actually stand and still be filming, and it's not actually going to affect camera angles because it's going to be the same height. Which is going to be really handy and give me more movability when I'm doing crafting stuff, because I can just stand up and move around and the cameras will all be the correct height, whereas at the moment if I stand up everything's the wrong height. It helps that I'm 5 foot nothing, so I don't have to go much higher with desk for it to be a standing position. And I've just realised we've been on ads and I missed it. Oops. Okay, so if you haven't seen me, we should be back in a minute. Okay, so I missed the ads, so anyone who was through the ads, really sorry. I've made another set. So we're moving on to a different colour. I didn't realise it had gone on to ads. I missed the timer on that one. Sorry, people. But you didn't miss much. We're just discussing the new setup, how I'm going to have it hopefully on Monday, and what sort of space I'm going to have, that sort of thing. So nothing super interesting. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do 5 because this is a bit thicker. Yeah, I think part of the problem is just you can't really see how small the area is I'm working in, because I've got so much stuff in it. It looks like it's big. It's not. It's really narrow. It's definitely on the thicker side, but I think we can make it work. Starting to think I should have a counter redeem. How many times does Sonia go off camera? A bit like Holly's swear redeem. Not redeem, counter thing. fun. Should get these purples done, but I might not get the pinks done in time. That's not bad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh. Scissors down. Can I get to them without falling out of my chair? Yes! We watched the old Superman movies last weekend, selling in the evenings. I forgot how bad 2 and 3 were, to the point that I'm not entirely sure what watched 4. They were so bad. I forgot how bad they were. 2 was okay, but 3 was just, that was not good. And I gather 4 is worse. I would have seen it years ago, but I don't remember it. Ow. I just stabbed myself. It's a good job these are an almost blunt end. See, part of me thinks I should do this on a crochet hook because it'd be damn sight easier to hook it through. But I don't have quite as much leverage on a crochet hook. There we go. Put that in. Yeah. Another one done. As I thought, does the stretch break also come up with the... What does stretch break come up with? I can't remember what image I got for that one. Yeah, so that's coming up with the wrong stuff as well. Okay, I need to come up with a better system for the redeems because it's definitely the wrong images coming up. Don't know what's going on there. Oh well, never mind. One day I'll make things work correctly. Be a miracle, but one day I will. One, 2, 3, 4. Actually, I'm gonna do one less because, try not to drop them again. That would be useful. Yeah, it's a shame the purple's down to just these 3 colours, but I haven't got any other purple left, so until I make a project using purple yarn, I won't have any spare purple. Same goes for the red, so I know these are borderline pink, but we'll make it work. probably should start looking about who I'm going to read into. I don't know who's about. I want to try to at least get the purples done. What we got? We got a few more minutes. The pain is kicking in quite a bit at this point, and my eyesight's got a bit blurry, so I might need to stop slightly early. But we'll see. We'll see if we can push through. I don't even know if I can get gold versions of these lever backs at a sensible price. I don't like using lobster clasps, so I might have to look at different clasps for the gold ones. I might do different jewelry altogether with them and not bother using any of the gold findings for stitch markers. And then I could use proper, prettier clasps with the gold ones rather than these lever back stuff. There will be some jewelry making videos, live streams at some point when I get around to doing them. 1, 2, 3, 4. I need to get around to making more of these for me. I keep making so many for my store, but I only have the one pink pair. I need to make some other colours so that I can wear them depending on what colour outfit I'm wearing. Normally I just commandeer them from my supplies, but as I'm only just making enough supplies for the wall show at the moment, I can't really do that. What I might do is when I have to replace them ready for the next wall show next month, if I actually plan ahead, I can get them made earlier and get more spare done, and then I'll be able to commandeer some. But I need to make some red and purple projects, so I've got some more red and purple yarn because I don't have any at the moment. And I do, come back here, I do have some red homespun yarn, so I could possibly make some of that, but I think that might be one of my thicker yarns, so it might not work. But I have purple in my advent calendar yarns I made, not last year but the year before. So if I get around making a project with that, I can I can use that yarn for some, but that's only one colour and I need more, so I need to have a look. Problem is most of my yarns are pinks or white neons because that's kind of my signature things. God, I'm getting tired because I'm finding this quite fiddly now. But we've done well. We've got through almost the whole thing. I mean, technically, once we've done these, we've done the rainbow. We just haven't done the pink, white, blacks, greys, and multicoloured ones, which are ones that I use to fill in gaps. So not the end of the world that we don't have them, you know. But we're getting there. But the pinks, when I do them, I've got some very, very pretty pinks because I have very, very bright pink, which I have a lot of because I make a lot of things in that colour for me. this one done, which is close to that one, but it's not. Anyways, this is definitely closer to the pink lavender side of things, but it'll do. It's got to work. I have no other purple, so it has to work. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Stay that side. Just spot a broken lever back in there. Wonder where the rest of that is. Oh, well, there's one less lever back than I should have had. Not the end of the world. The bin is literally behind me, and yet I'm such a clumsy cat, I've just missed it. Oh well, never mind. I'll pick it up later. I'm pretty sure there's a jump ring on the floor from earlier as well, so I've got to pick that up later as well. I'm sorry anyone who's watching while they're working, if they're counting, because I keep counting out loud. Try to do it quietly. My brain just speaks. That. Did not get those two. Let's get them on. I'm off camera again, aren't they? There we are. Oh, 5 minutes. Get at least one more done, which is almost all it, and then I can just finish the remaining pair and the pinks and that off stream. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes, my accountancy job is so much easier with you counting. Sorry, Cheeto. I'm terrible. I try so hard not to count out loud, but I do. I think it comes from when I was always crocheting or knitting and doing lace work, and I was counting, and then someone would come in and start talking to me, so I'd count louder, so they'd get the hint to stop talking to me while I'm trying to concentrate. And now I think I find it hard to count quietly. Need to find some spooky music to play in the background when I do the scary games in October because this music would just be too relaxing. I love this music from Holly and Klaus, but I will be too relaxed and then get seriously scared when people do jump scares on me in October. Right, so we've got 2 minutes before I'm streaming, so I'll do the last one off stream, and I'll do the pinks and things off stream. So should we see who's about to raid? Because I don't know who's about. Turn around. Oh, and I'll show you what little wastage. That's all of the wastage. That's all that'll go in the bin from doing almost the entire rainbow. So that's not too bad at all, is it? Quite happy with that. Minimal waste, which is the way I like it. Right. Because I haven't worked out how to go back to this bit when I've chose a raid thing, I'm going to do my poor excuse for a raid message first and then look for who I'm going to raid, because I'm stupid and haven't worked out how to go back to my chat once I click the raid part. Alright, who we got? Okay, so Nostalgia Tash is cross stitching, and our Coolib is needle pouting. For Fari Wicks, I don't know how to pronounce her name. She's crocheting from the looks of it. Just check the up times as well to make sure we don't go into someone who's going to stream out. Supreme Doom is... oh, I don't know what she's doing, but she's been up for looks like 2 hours 51 minutes, so she might stream out soon. Looks like I'll call it might not have been on for too long. About 40 minutes, so I don't think she's gonna fade out. So maybe we'll go along and watch some needle felting, because 40 minutes, I doubt she's gonna end soon. So yeah, let's give our Coolib a raid, shall we? So thank you all for joining me. Have a wonderful time. I will see you on Tuesday, hopefully, if I've recovered from my war show. I might still be very tired, but we're going to do the cat game again, so it doesn't matter if I'm tired, really, does it? But thank you for joining me, keep me company. Thank you for all the lurkers and for all those chatting. It's just nice to have someone to do it with. You all take care. Have a wonderful time at the wedding tomorrow, Cheadle, and I will see your stream on Monday, providing I'm awake. But you all take care. And Cheryl, thank you for joining me. I look that way because that's the YouTube stream, but Cheryl, thank you for joining me. Hopefully I will see you soon. I hope you manage to get lots of streaming done. But you all take care. Bye.